And then during presentation, I wasn't able to hear his heart very well, so I went ahead and did a scan, fast ultrasound in the heart. I didn't see anything abnormal, but the increased respiratory rate and his really pale mucous membranes, we kind of give him oxygen support and get immediately radiographs of the chest. And then the findings from what I saw is consistent with aspiration pneumonia, so he has aspirated something, I don't know. So his two lungs are consolidated, so both lungs are affected with aspiration.
Okay.
His white blood cells and everything, that whatever records you brought are suggestive that he's losing protein.
Correct.
So all his white blood cells are decreased and the protein is decreased as well. So we gave him a fluid bolus just to keep his pressure up, but we're going to need to give him a plasma transfusion as well.
Okay.
And he's going to need to receive probably multiple to try to keep his pressure up as well. Okay?
Okay.
And then I already started him on 2 different antibiotics for the aspiration pneumonia, and he's going to need oxygen support.
Okay.
Because his breathing, his effort is really increased.
Explain why it happened so suddenly, why the dog came in and it was fine, and then all of a sudden.
So what we're trying to, so we brought Bobby in to our organization with another dog, a female, totally normal, happy, energetic, playful, hyper, no signs of anything, did blood work, everything was fine, put him on the neuter list, vaccinated him, and then that's when like a few days later, he started showing signs of becoming lethargic, dumpy, so they ran a blood test where it showed positive for parvo.
Okay.
But we weren't sure, is it a false positive because of the vaccines? So they started treating him as if it was parvo because they found some blood in his stool. And he's been hooked up to IV fluids, antibiotics. They have been, syringe feeding him. So is that what he aspirated, you think?
I think so.
Great.
It's really hard to know what caused the aspiration, but if he's been... The plan is probably directly to the stomach.
Great.
So we could trickle feed him. So that's the most important thing during parvo.
Yeah.
Just to get the trickle feed.
Okay.
So syringe feed could be dangerous just because you don't know sometimes.
But it's not unusual for a dog to come in healthy and then all of a sudden show the signs.
So it's with parvo. I mean, if he was positive, it happens like that. They usually start showing clinical signs. With the aspiration, it's just, I'm not sure. Like, there's evidence that it happened. It could be there for 2 days, but it's now affecting so much of the lung that it's now represented as this respiratory distress because he's not able to get enough air.
It's enough oxygen.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think? I know you're not God, but what do you think the prognosis is for him? Is it just a day-to-day?
It's a day-to-day, yeah. If we're able to get him to the treatment for aspiration, the dogs usually do pretty well with the treatment of aspiration pneumonia, but there's a lot of factors affecting him right now, the parvovirosis and now the aspiration pneumonia, so it's hard to tell, but we're doing everything we can.
Okay.
And hopefully we reassess every day and see how he responds to treatment.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
No problem.
And I'm just waiting on an estimate, I guess, from them. Okay. So he'll be here for quite a while then, obviously. This is not an overnight thing.
It's not, no.
Okay.
Is he hooked up to a ventilator or is he in like an oxygen
No, so
thing?
what we did is we couldn't put him in a cage. He's too big
Too
for
big.
a cage, and he won't get enough oxygen, so we put nasal cannulas.
Okay.
So he's receiving directly to the
Is it
nostrils.
helping?
It is helping significantly, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Can we take a peek at him before we leave?
Yeah, I think
Is that
so.
okay?
Yeah. Let me just make sure there's a lot going on.
I know.
Out there. We have a lot of emergencies, so
Okay.
let me make sure that everything is good before I come and get you, okay?
Thank you, doctor. So guys, this is what we're up against. I'm just going to keep the camera going until we can go back and see him. This is heart-wrenching. This is absolutely heart-wrenching. He came in acting totally fine, and then bam. He is in the best hands right now. He is getting everything that he needs. You heard the doctor updating us. It's killing us. Guys, anything you can say?
the post. It's just shocking, you know. Shocking.
The breathing today was shocking. He wasn't like that.
No, yesterday his breathing was not like this because he aspirated.
When we went back and saw him today, that's when it got me and said,
Yesterday he got up a couple of times and urinated, and then he was on the fluids last night, and then this morning when I went in, the first thing I did was run to him, and I saw his breathing, and it's like there's just no way there's no way. He needs 24-hour. He needs to go to the specialty hospital. And that's when we loaded him up in my car, and we lined it with garbage bags and pee-pee pads and blankets, and brought him in here. And they immediately rushed him back to triage. So, guys, this is a very, very, very heart-wrenching for all of us, our team. Sorry, my phone keeps ringing. He's going to be here for a while, and we have to pray. We have to all pull together and pray that he's going to be okay. We can't let anything happen to Bobby. He's so sweet, and he's so young, and he has such a life ahead of him. It is not fair because of people that are irresponsible and mixing dogs with sick dogs. So...
This is for Bobby. We have him on oxygen. He's going to be getting antibiotics and IV fluids, oxygen therapy. This is for 2 to 3 days. Of course, he is most likely going to have to stay here longer, so, you know, obviously we'll give you another one later, but this is for lab work daily, lab work to send out to the lab.
Okay.
feeding tube too.
Feeding tube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys know the rules.
Yeah. If you can just do resuscitate, you know.
Yeah.
How often do you guys check the blood work? Like, how is it, like daily, or is it
Every morning.
Every morning.
Yeah. Yeah, we check the blood work every morning, make sure he's hydrating properly. That his.
So the next number?
Oh, what's today's date?
13. Yeah, most likely. Unless she wants to check one later today, like a blood gas, make sure see how he's oxygenating, but and his electrolytes. But usually we check them daily.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. And can I just see the total again? Just so guys, just for what did you say? 2 to 3 days. So the low end is like 3,000. The high end is close to 4,400, and this is for 2 to 3 days. And he's going to need a lot longer than this. So this is for Bobby. We need your help. Thank you.
Are you on Murphy's case too? Yeah. He's doing well. He's doing great.
Murphy's tube should be coming out. He had a chest tube put in, right? And that should be coming out, the doctor said. Thank you.
Of course. You want to see him?
Yeah. Yeah, come on. She doesn't care. You guys see what we're up against just walking in here, but it's the only chance for this dog to survive. So we need your donations. We don't have this. We didn't plan on it. We're not in place for this. Thank you. Sweetie. Hi, guys. Hey, baby. I'm not going to touch him. I'm not going to touch him. I love you, buddy. You're going to be okay. Please, Bobby, fight. Fight, please. Oh, he looks so pathetic. Where's the oxygen?
Got me gloves.
Is the oxygen in his nose right now?
Yeah. Right here.
He looks terrible.
Megan, don't sit down.
No, right here.
I love you, Bobby. Oh, baby. You got to do this, Bobby.
Love you, Bobby.
Oh, sick to my stomach. Sucks. You guys, I know if anybody can do this, it's you. Please. Please.
We'll take good care of him.
I know.
Thank you.
I love you, Bobby. I love you, buddy.
Yeah, we were. Well, let me just write this.
Can't.
All right, guys. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you so much. Thank you, doctor.
No problem.
Hey, I can't touch you, Murphy.
I'm sorry, guys. Excuse me.
Looks so bad. Guys, that's it for now. 100 plus. Abandoned dogs, Everglades, Florida.